a very warm welcome to each one of you. 31 of us, that means, okay, people are still waking up. It's 5 a.m. Please, again, as I say, look after your Sangha Mitras, see your core circle people. Where are they? So we have to wake up at 5 because that's the option. There's no other alternate. So please wake up to reality and let's get into peak state programming. I'm taking the liberty to sit. Yes, I'm a winner. We all are winners in this beautiful life. Left leg on the front, right in the back, stomach bend, and we start. Yes, we all are winners. Congratulations for being a winner already in your life because it's very, very beautiful to see so many breakthroughs, so many challenges which we are able to pass and then come together to beautiful conclusions. Congratulations for all of that. 41 of us, not bad. Within 2 minutes, we have 10 people up. Wonderful. So let's start a wonderful day with reading. I would like volunteers. Somebody please raise your hand. Mehek Agarwal, thank you so much. Ritesh sir, let's move on to the very beautiful book of Luke Cotinos. So we are detoxing ourselves, right? So that is what the chapters are all going to be all about. These past 2 days we've talked about detox and we will do the liver detox. I've not been able to get time to understand, but let's do a poll. I'll probably launch a poll today and we'll see. Ritesh sir, if you can figure out how to do the poll right now, or once we break through, please remind me. We can do a poll here about the day they want to start the detoxing of the liver. So yes, and right now we'll talk about this simple technique. Again, not like the way we talk about liver. That needs our attention. That needs us to be like free from 6 o'clock in the evening to 2 o'clock next day or 12 o'clock next day. But this is something we can do on our own. And it's very imperative we do this because the more we invest into this detox, the more our life will thank us, our health will thank us. So Mehek, thank you so much for volunteering. Let's start with the PowerPoint number 33, Detoxify Our Lungs. You have unmuted yourself again, is it? Yes, please.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Number 33. Detoxify your lungs. You may wonder what your lungs have to do with weight loss. The answer is everything. The more oxygen you inhale, the more there is to reach your cells and improve metabolic activity. Plus, with healthier lungs, you can completely exhale most of the CO2, which otherwise stays trapped between cells. thus slowing you down. Remember, elimination of toxins is everything when it comes to weight loss, good health, and strong immunity. The following four techniques help expel the toxins in your lungs. Outlined below is a plan for your entire day.
So one thing, people who are still getting trapped in not losing weight, and we are kind of gearing up for it. We're starting very, very soon. So remember, weight loss is not possible unless and until we do not detoxify our body. Now, what happened? These 2 months when I purposely, intentionally added these toxins in my body, what happened? Weight kept coming so fast, so fast, so fast because there was no detoxification happening, neither for the lungs, nor for the kidneys, nor for the liver. You want, and you were having so many meals, you weren't even eliminating. One more science, I don't know how many of you know. The lesser you eat in a day, the more crap the more you'll eliminate in the morning excretion. So excretion is best when you eat less. Otherwise, the body tends to take that junk in your body. It can't process and it'll store it. With that, even what had to be eliminated gets stored. Constipation happens often if you eat too much. Your body is not able to digest. It's not able to eliminate. So remember, make your portions smaller, chew them more, and gradually you will realize that your two falkas have become one and a half have become one, and that's substantial. You will not believe if I say so, but there are so many people who have completely left gluten. If possible, gluten-free diet is amazing. I do not know how many of us have allergies. Gluten-free attas are available. So you want to have your roti, have it. Try the attas. Now, what will happen with that is your body will detox very immediately. Of course, you'll have to cut your rice. You'll have to cut your breads because they have gluten. So just one thing, if you're looking at detoxification of our body, elimination is so important. And elimination of toxins is happening through this 4 point method. A lot of us are already using it. Let's read about it.
Lung detox potion. Soak 1 tablespoon methi seeds in half a cup of water the night before. Drink 250 ml warm water with lemon and a dash of cayenne pepper in the morning. Drink the fenugreek water and chew on the seeds. About 10 minutes later, consume 2 cloves of crushed garlic with 1 tablespoon raw or manuka honey.
So people who've had the lung problems, like you're not being able to breathe much, whoever's had asthma, which I've had, now I don't have touch wood, thanks to magic. So this is like a ramban. It's really amazing. So as long as I had this problem, the day diligently I began this, my asthma faded. Of course, I was in the magic world also. That helped me. So people who have asthma issues, please think about this. It's really a ramban. I'm no longer doing it because वही बोलते हैं ना, you when you become perfect, you want to get back to your imperfect life. But it's a cue for me that okay, start it again because it's harmless. It's even this, you may think, ew, crushed garlic, yuck. But the minute you are adding manuka honey or any organic honey, you can't even taste it. You're tasting more of that mithas rather than that lesun ka thing. So yeah, try it at least because these are really amazing. Let's talk about steaming, the power of steaming.
Steaming. After having the garlic, boil some water in a large bowl. Add 5 to 10 drops of pure eucalyptus oil or 1 drop of peppermint oil. Cover your head with a towel and inhale steam for 5 minutes. Gentle deep inhalations and slow exhalations. Have breakfast as usual, but add 300 ml fresh carrot juice with 1 teaspoon pure cold pressed coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil.
Again, I'm repeating myself. I've done that before along with Luke. When our body is in the elimination phase and then the rebuilding phase, please don't give it anything to eat. Start with eating your juices. Why I'm saying eating my juices? Because if possible, do not strain the roughage of the carrot juice. If you have blenders, mixers, however you're doing it, just have it, churn it with it and drink it. Add your cayenne pepper, whatever you want. Like they really talk about the power of extra virgin olive oil or cold pressed coconut oil. I honestly haven't tried it, but I'm sure it doesn't taste bad at all. Monish has been talking about it because that helps you cut the belly fat also. So it's one process. Let's read it the third magic lung tea, magic lung breathing.
Magic lung breathing exercise. Keep a gap of 30 minutes between breakfast And this exercise. Take a standing position. Keep your arms at your sides and feet slightly apart. Relax. Take a few deep breaths and exhale through the nose. Now, breathe in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth until you cannot exhale anymore. But do not stop here because there's still air remaining in your lungs. Force your diaphragm to exhale all the air by wheezing. Exhale several times through the mouth by repeatedly making the sound ho 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 until you feel there's no more air in your lungs. At this point, you'll feel you have pulled in your belly towards your spine.
This is something all of us know it. So when we are exhaling out, the belly comes towards the spine. The only thing is you have to make a like a whoosh sound when you get when you exhale the air, and it has to be through your mouth, not through your nose. Right now, when we're breathing in and out, it's through our nose. But when we're supposed to exhale, this magic lung process is very simple. Our feet are apart a bit. Our hands are by our side, and it's very, very simple. We just have to take deep breaths and exhale through the nose. That's how it is. So, um, but when we, so in this, we even have to exhale through the mouth. It says by wheezing, right? Wheezing. Okay, through the nose. This is Kapal Bharti. All right. Let's turn the page.
C. Slowly inhale into your empty lungs. Fill your lungs with air completely and then hold your breath for 6 seconds, counting the time slowly. Again, exhale through your mouth until there is no air left in your lungs and repeat the ho ho sound to expel the stale air from your lungs. Repeat the whole procedure as many times as you like. Besides purifying the lungs, this exercise strengthens the stomach muscles and makes your skin look radiant as you have helped to remove excess carbon dioxide from the body.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So I got confused reading this. As I was saying, this is exactly what we're doing in the morning, except for exhaling from our nose, exhaling from our mouth. This is detox of our body. So please do this. And when we release from the mouth, for example, I'll just do it right now. You'll be able to understand it. Take a deep breath in, count till seven, hold it on. He says six, you can do six, and then hold on and exhale. And the last breath, every single thing that's left in your body is sucked out. Your stomach pitch goes inside. It just goes inside. That's what you're supposed to do. Just try it and you'll work it. It's very good for your lungs to, exhale. It's really good. Try it and you'll find some videos online as well. There are different written methods. Someone has this variation, somebody has that variation. Just say magic lung exercise, detox. You'll find a lot of them. Now the fourth is something we've already read about this, but today we're going to go through it. So people who still haven't begun this magic weight loss tea, please start now. It's a weight loss tea, it's a detox tea, everything is combined. All right, let's go for it.
Magic tea. Pause the breathing exercise. Prepare a liter of the following concoction and have 1 cup warm. 1-inch piece ginger, 1 teaspoon dried ginger powder, cinnamon stick, half teaspoon basil or tulsi fresh or dry, 1 teaspoon oregano fresh or dry, 3 peppercorns, 2 crushed elaichi optional, 1 to 2 cloves garlic crushed, 1/4 teaspoon fennel seeds, 1 pinch ajwain, 1/4 teaspoon jeera. Boil the ingredients in 1 liter of water for 10 minutes and simmer. Strain and sip warm. You can add pure honey or jaggery to sweeten it. For the rest of the
So
day,
1 second. So the magic weight loss tea had less ingredients. Some of them were common, and you boiled about 500 ml or double the water, and you just kept 1 cup. So that's supposed to be 1 cup. Let's not overdo anything. But this magic tea, if you were liking and making it, but the thing is with all of this, people really have to be home, or people really have to have a backup support system. Like when I take it to the factory, I've told my staff, yes, in fact, I made a box of this. You get those medicine boxes, right? The long strip ones. So I put everything in that box. So he knows ye dalna, ye dalna, ye dalna, like that's how he knows. So then whenever it's finished, and I keep a garlic next to it, like the cloves, also in that box. It's in the fridge. So just takes it out and he puts it. So then this is supposed to be 1 liter, and it's supposed to be had like throughout the day. Now you understand the schedule from this. It's very simple, but believe me, it'll help. Like I have not done any of this in 2 months. Why? Because if I would have done all of this, my body would have not gained weight, would have not felt the flatulence and other things. So now that I'll get back at it, you'll see the difference because it's amazing. So please understand the science. You're adding all of this. It's very, very simple. And now what do we have to do with this? Let's understand.
For the rest of the day, follow the schedule. About 30 minutes after lunch, have 250 ml of lemon water with a dash of cayenne pepper. 2 hours later, have 300 ml fresh carrot juice with 1 teaspoon pure cold pressed coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil, along with a snack. 30 minutes later, do the magic breathing exercise followed by a cup of lung tea. Go for a light walk or do yoga anytime in the morning or evening. About 30 minutes before dinner, have 250 ml lemon water with cayenne pepper. Along with a regular meal, have 300 ml carrot juice at dinner. About 30 minutes after dinner, have one more cup of magic tea. About 1 hour before bed, take steam with 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus oil for 5 minutes. Also apply a castor oil pack or rub for 30 minutes. Use good quality castor oil. Warm a cup of it, soak a flannel in it, and squeeze and apply over the chest or lung area. Keep for 20-30 minutes. You can even use a heat pad over it to loosen chest mucus. You can also just rub warm castor oil deeply and gently into your chest area and lie down. Then put 2 to 3 drops of the oil in your belly, button, or navel area and rub some oil within a 1 to 2 inch long perimeter around the belly button. It will automatically soak in. Before going to bed, do the magic lung exercise and meditate.
So, this might sound too much to you, but it's not too much. Firstly, you are making the magic tea. So weight loss tea, already know about it. It's supposed to be 1 cup. This is something which is 1 liter. So this is you can put in a flask. It doesn't get bad at all. But yeah, the flask should not be a copper flask. Should be a normal stainless steel flask. Put in that and have whenever you want the magic tea. Apart from this, the carrot juice is really effective. Luke talks about having it at night as well. I have never tried it, but he says it's really good. And Luke also says that if you have your lemon water with a dash of honey first thing in the morning and last thing at night, your skin will start eliminating all that's unnecessary. If you have blemishes or if you have any kind of acne, they will all start fading because he says the glow that you get with that honey water at night and the morning is amazing. So people who got pigmentation, it'll go. Your skin will become lighter. People who got acne, it'll become better. People who got freckles, it'll go. So remember, this is something you can invest in your bodies, in your life. Very, very, very beautiful, very simple, and very, very effective. I feel Luke is a magician because he's come up with all of this. We've heard of this from our nani dadis, but never together like compiled, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. This is beautiful because he's giving you the right science and giving you the concepts behind it, not just telling you. So when nani dadi used to tell us, they gave us nuskas, but there was not deeper science. This book comes with deeper science. Thank you for reading, Mehek. We'll move on to our second beautiful book about the conscious mind. We'll continue the stories that we've started yesterday. We will finish analyzing them. So yesterday we began a beautiful chapter on subconscious mind as always, but about how sleep affects it. So the wonders of sleep we talked about, the power of sleep we talked about, how many hours are required. 6 hours is what Dr. Murphy says that all of us require. Alternately, if people believe, then 1 hour of meditation is equal to 20 minutes to half hour of sleep. So if you are sleeping for 5 hours and you're meditating for about 2 more hours, spanned over the day, 20 minutes or even 1 hour, that means you're good enough in 5 hours of sleep. So now when the minute I told you guys yesterday, the minute these 2 months happened when I was meditating less, eating not the correct food, my body wanted more sleep. And if I look at my Fitbit, I realize that, I've slept much more in these 2 months than I have ever. So that's what happens. Today, we will understand the science of the story about how this gentleman was saved from certain disaster because of his sleep pattern. Mehek, please go for it.
Safe from certain disaster. I will illustrate how the wisdom of a subconscious mind can instruct you and protect you relative to your request for a right action as you go to sleep. Many years ago, before the Second World War, I was offered a very lucrative assignment in the Orient, and I prayed for guidance and the right decision as follows. Infinite intelligence within me knows all things, and the right decision is revealed to me in divine order. I will recognize the answer when it comes. I repeated the simple prayer over and over again as a lullaby prior to sleep, and a dream came, the vivid realization of things to come 3 years hence. An old friend appeared in the dream and said, "Read these headlines, do not go." The headlines of the newspaper which appeared in the dream related to war and the attack on Pearl Harbor. Occasionally, the writer dreams literally. The aforementioned dream was undoubtedly a dramatization of the subconscious mind, which projected a person whom I trusted and respected. To some, a warning may come in the form of a mother who appears in a dream. She tells the person not to go here or there, and the reason for the warning. Your subconscious mind is all wise, it knows all things. Oftentimes, it will speak to you only in a voice that your conscious mind will immediately accept as true. Sometimes, your subconscious will warn you in a voice which sounds like that of your mother or some loved one, which may cause you to stop on the street and you find if you had gone another foot, a falling object from a window might have struck you on the head. My subconscious mind is one with the universal subconscious, and it knew the Japanese were planning a war, and it also knew when the war would start. Dr. Ryan, director of the Department of Psychology at Duke University, has gathered together a vast amount of evidence showing that a great number of people all over the world see events before they happen, and in many instances are, therefore, able to avoid the tragic event which was foreseen vividly in a dream. The dream which I showed clearly the headlines in the New York Times about 3 years prior to the tragedy of Pearl Harbor. In consequence of this dream, I immediately canceled the trip as I felt a subconscious compulsion to do so. 3 years later, the Second World War proved the truth of the inner voice of intuition.
So, do you see what happens? If you tell your subconscious mind that, I know you're infinitely intelligent, I know you're infinitely wise, and your decisions or your advice to me is the divine advice, and I am recognizing it, I am fulfilling it. If you're saying that, you will automatically get that answer. Not only get the answer, you'll be able to recognize it, and you'll be able to walk on the path rather than procrastinating. So, subconscious mind is giving you a lot of advices. But you know what we think? Hamara man bol raha hai. This is not something which is there. Maybe it's just a feeling. So if you have a feeling, you have a hunch, you have something, you have to walk that path because that's a divine path, and you will never ever go wrong. Let's also understand what is. Let's understand about the future, what your subconscious mind holds.
Your future is in your subconscious mind. Remember that the future, the result of your habitual thinking, is already in your mind, except when you change it through prayer. The future of a country, likewise, is in the collective subconscious of the people of that nation. There is nothing strange in the dream I had, wherein I saw the headlines of the New York newspapers long before the war began. The war had already taken place in mind, and all the plans of attack were already engraved on that great recording instrument, the subconscious mind or collective unconscious of the universal mind. Tomorrow's events are in your subconscious mind. So are next week's and next month's. And they may be seen by a highly psychic or clairvoyant person.
So this is really beautiful how our subconscious mind tells us about the future and how the collective now what's happening even with us when we are blessing each other or we are wishing each other, It's a collective subconscious of our sangha, which we are giving as energy, and that is leading the future to become better. So imagine if a nation was to think about something together, how it will affect our country and our world. And that's how we should be all talking about. We all feel it's our life. Why do we have to think about the other person, or it's my partner, my children, my parents, my loved ones? What about the colony? What about your city? What about your country? What about your zone? We don't think beyond it. But imagine if all of us start thinking collectively that India is a great place to live in, everything here is fantastic, and we are only progressing every single day, and that our politicians are great. This is the vibe. If we start giving as a collective community, imagine how we'll grow. That is the power of our subconscious mind. That's the power of our mind. If we start taking it up, tomorrow's events are also in our subconscious mind. I have told you this before. Dr. Murphy is not confusing us. He's telling us that tomorrow's plan is there, next week's plan is there, next month's plan is there. Can I tell you something? Next life's plan is also here. Almost. You can even see that because your subconscious has already, your soul has already chosen your lives. Okay, it's planned. The way Salesh probably is right now on my screen, he'll say, okay, 2021 I'm doing this, 2031 I'm doing this, 2041 I'm doing. For him, it's a decade of planning. For your subconscious mind, your soul, the planning is, okay, 2000 1990s I'll take birth in India, do this. Okay, 2000s, maybe whenever I finish my life, I'll go to, probably I'll become a British. Okay, maybe to 2100s, maybe I'll become an Arabic. It is in your pipeline. You may not have exactly decided what when, but it's pretty much there. The way you have your past, that's how you also have your future. So that's the power of subconscious mind. Kisse challenge kar rahe ho, guys? Your mind is much more than anybody living right now, because living people have only amassed that much, right? Some of them have tuned into the subconscious mind, so they've become really great. What about us? We have the magic in our own subconscious mind. All the answers are there. Why do we keep asking answers? This is the place to ask. So please remember to not doubt your subconscious mind at all. Let's turn the page. Meg, can you read it?
Yeah. No disaster or tragedy can happen to you if you decide to pray. Nothing is predetermined or foreordained. Your mental attitude, that is the way you think, feel, and believe, determines your destiny. You can, through scientific prayer, which is explained in the previous chapter, mold, fashion, and create your own future. Whatever a man soweth, that shall be, that shall he also reap.
So whatever we sow, we reap. So yesterday was beautiful when we received this voice message from Rupal. She said, "I told my subconscious mind that reject everything whatever is not required by my body," and she just requested subconscious mind. What happened? The girl who loves her drinks could not have an alcoholic drink. The girl who loves her chai could not have it because the body knows, no, it's not good for me. That is something Rupal Gaggad had chosen in this life of hers, in this age of hers. But that mind of hers, which is not 42, 43 years old, which is millions of years old, told her, no, it's not good for your body, babes. Reject it. And that's what happened. So just talk to your subconscious mind. Today, somebody may be eating, I don't know, okay, I don't even know what to say. Maybe eating a paratha every day at night. Just because it's habitual. He's had it this for past 50 years. Nobody's told him it's good or bad. And he thinks this is the right way. But if he tells his subconscious mind, please allow me to only eat what is good for me, you will not be able to take a single bite of the paratha. Because your subconscious mind will say no. And your body will listen to it. That's the power. So please tune into your subconscious. The way you put on channels and radios, and you choose your channels. This FM, that FM. That's the way to tune into your subconscious mind. Call it the SM channel, my SM channel. Channelize, intertwine, ask for advice, and just go for it. Now let's also read a story about how a cat nap nets him $15,000. How wonderful it is. Just a cat nap and $15,000 is in his booty. Let's read about it.
A cat naps nets him $15,000. One of my students mailed me a newspaper clipping 3 or 4 years ago about a man called Ray Hammerstrom, a roller at the steel works in Pittsburgh, operated by Jones and Loughlin Steel Corporation. He received $15,000 for his dream. According to the article, the engineers could not fix a faulty switch in a newly installed bar mill, which controlled the delivery of straight bars to the cooling beds. The engineers worked on the switch about 11 or 12 times to no avail. Hammerstrom thought a lot about the problem and tried to figure out a new design which might work. Nothing worked. One afternoon, he lay down for a nap, and prior to sleep, he began to think about the answer to the switch problem. He had a dream in which a perfect design for the switch was portrayed. When he awoke, he sketched his new design according to the outline of his dream. The visionary catnapped one Hammerstrom a check for $15,000, the largest award the firm ever gave an employee for a new idea.
Wow, isn't it wonderful? So, subconscious mind is not working a timeline. The only morning hour, only night hour is great. Yes, they're the most intense time for you to work on your, your dreams, your planning or whatever. But if you even sit in like say, I just go into a trance for 10 minutes. Okay, I just need to, I'm very troubled with something's happening around me. I'm unable to manage. Okay, just give me 10 minutes. I go to my room, I switch off, I close my eyes, I just settle down. I take three deep breaths that'll center me, balance me. And then I ask my subconscious mind, this is what I'm going through. Please guide me through. And I know whatever wisdom you'll give me, whatever intelligent answer you'll give me is the divine answer. And please let me understand the cues and let me follow the path. Thank you, dear subconscious mind. I love you. Itna bolna hai, and you'll get the answer. So if you are in a dilemma, even in the middle of the day, even in the evening, even the morning, or even the noon, any time that you want an answer, just go to your some secluded place, close your eyes, straighten your. The minute I close, I'm inside. I don't see the sofa. I don't see anything. So please remember, it's very, very important. It's imperative that if we want answers, we intertwine and we, tune into our subconscious mind, the SM channel. All right, let's read now how a famous professor solved his problem in sleep.
Dr. H.V. Helprecht, professor of Assyrian at the University of Pennsylvania, wrote as follows: One Saturday evening, I had been wearing myself in the vain attempt to decipher two small fragments of agate, which were supposed to belong to the finger rings of some Babylonians. About midnight, weary and exhausted, I went to bed and dreamed the following remarkable dream. A tall, thin priest of Nippur, about 40 years of age, led me to a treasured chamber of the temple, a small, low ceilinged room without windows, while scraps of agate and lapis lazuli lay scattered on the floor. He addressed me as follows: The two fragments which you have published separately on pages 22 and 26 belong together and are not finger rings. The first two rings served you as the first two rings served as earrings for the statue of the god. The two fragments you have are the portions of them. If you'll put them together, you'll have confirmation of my words. I awoke at once. I examined the fragments and, to my astonishment, found the dream verified. The problem was then at last solved. This demonstrates clearly the creative manifestation of his subconscious mind, which knew the answer to all his problems.
So again, this is another story, and I hope you understood it. If not, I can elaborate on it. Very simple. Whatever we want, we get. Whatever we sow, we reap. So if I want a solution, I need to ask the answer. When I need an answer, I will get the answer, and the answer can come in any form. Now let's read another story about how the subconscious mind worked for a very famous writer while he was sleeping. So this is really amazing for people who are writers in making. Please, that's one of me. All right, let's read about it.
Robert Louis Stevenson, in one of his books, Across the Plains, devotes a whole chapter to dreams. He was a vivid dreamer and had the persistent habit of giving specific instructions to his subconscious every night prior to sleep. He would request his subconscious to evolve stories for him while he slept. For, for example, if Stevenson's funds were at a low ebb, His command to his subconscious would be something like this: give me a good thrilling novel which will be marketable and profitable. His subconscious responded magnificently. Stevenson says, these little brownies, the intelligence powers of his subconscious, can tell me a story piece by piece, like a serial, and keep me, its supposed creator, all the while in total ignorance where they are. And he added, that part of my work which is done when I am up and about, while is consciously aware and awake, is by no means necessarily mine. This all goes to show that the brownies have a hand in it even then.
So this is for some people who are creative, very often they feel, oh my God, I'm so creative. Oh my God, I'm such a fantastic businessman. Or, oh my God, it's me, me, me. Okay, it's not you. It's your subconscious mind giving you directions. So if I'm creating something in my sleep, it's not me. It's a wiser subconscious mind, my SM channel that's creating and telling me, Prachi, this, go for it. And if I'm understanding what it's telling me, I'm bound to be on the right track. So people drop off your egos. If people say, wow, you're so amazing, just say thank you, but I'm just blessed. Because you are blessed with a subconscious mind. It's not you who's doing it. Ego se kya karoge? What will you do? Your head will become a big fat sullen place. Oh, I am the person. No, you're not the person. If you're a scientist, you're a chemist, you're an alchemist, or whoever you are, it's thank you to your subconscious mind, which is so much more wiser than you. So please remember, humility is very important, but modesty is very important. Yet, accepting compliments is also important. So, with a simple twist, become a receiver, accept the compliments, but graciously. Don't become like, yeah, I am so and so. That sounds really bad. It's not a person who's educated. It's not a person who's humble. You can't be. If you're educated spiritually, you can't have conceit, you can't have ego, because you'll drop that very easily. That's going to be an extra layer which will just shed off. So please remember, analyze yourselves. What kind of people are we making? Let's read about the last story for this day. Yeah.
Sleep in peace and wake in joy. To those who suffer from insomnia, you'll find the following prayer very effective. Repeat it slowly, quietly, and lovingly prior to sleep.
This is
My
specially for Ayushi special, I'll call it. So, Ayushi dear, this is for you. To go for it. Yes.
My toes are relaxed. My ankles are relaxed. My abdominal muscles are relaxed. My heart and lungs are relaxed. My hands and arms are relaxed. My neck is relaxed. My brain is relaxed. My face is relaxed. My eyes are relaxed. My whole mind and body are relaxed. I fully and freely forgive everyone, and I sincerely wish for them harmony, health, peace, and all the blessings of life. I am at peace. I am at poised, serene, and calm. I rest in security and in peace. A great stillness steals over me, and a great calm quiets my whole being as I realize the divine presence within me. I know that the realization of life and love heals me. I wrap myself in the mantle of love and fall asleep, filled with goodwill for all. Throughout the night, peace remains with me, and in the morning, I shall be filled with life and love. A circle of love is drawn around me. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. I sleep in peace, I wake in joy, and in him I live, move, and have my being.
Thank you. And with this, if you tell your subconscious mind very, very beautifully that, I really need to sleep. And can I please sleep? Thank you so much for this beautiful sleep that I'm going to have. I'll wake up fresh. I'll remember to say thank you. So that'll be amazing. Secondly, what Neha is saying is something which many people do. It's very beautiful. In your own voice, you say this, but just hear it in a way. ये नहीं हो कि you put in a loop and you put in YouTube and next thing starts playing on its own. This should be the last thing playing on your mobile, maybe through your WhatsApp or maybe through your recorder, and it just diminishes and closes your system. So yes, you can do it. Very much possible. So please go for it for people who are sleep deprived. I sleep like a baby, so I never have worries. When I'm extra, energetic and creative, then I become a little sleepless. But then the energy is so high that I don't feel sleepless. It's happened with me in a couple of sessions initially. So, all right, let's summarize our wonders of sleep and how it's aided with us. Please go for it.
Summary of your aids to the wonders of sleep. Number one, if you're worried that you'll not wake up on time, suggest to your subconscious mind prior to sleep the exact time you wish to arise, and it will awaken you. It needs no clock. Do the same thing with all problems. There's nothing too hard for a subconscious. Number two, your subconscious never sleeps. It is always on the job. It controls all your vital functions. Forgive yourself and everyone else before you go to sleep, and healing will take place much more rapidly.
So those of you who actually read these pointers when I write in my assignments, please, the second number point is highlighted fully. Fully. We can't forgive ourselves and we can't forgive others. Shit, yeah, why did I eat that extra burger? I should have not had those fries, or I should have probably not had that sandwich because it wasn't required. My body didn't want it, but I gave way. Forget it. It's all right. Cut it by forgiving yourself. So very important to understand this. Okay, let's move on again.
Number three, guidance is given to you while you're asleep, sometimes in a dream. The healing currents are also released, and in the morning you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Number four, when troubled by the vexations and the strife of the day, still the wheels of your mind and think about the wisdom and intelligence lodged in your subconscious mind, which is ready to respond to you. This will give you peace, strength, and confidence.
This is very, again, important. Whenever you're troubled in your life, whenever, just pacify yourself, go in a place, go in a trance, meditate, ask your wisdom, ask your intelligence to guide you. And it'll give you not only that, but it'll give you a lot of peace, a lot of strength, a lot of confidence to be on the right path. All right. Point number 5.
Sleep is essential for peace of mind and health of body. Lack of sleep can cause irritation, depression, and mental disorders. You need 8 hours sleep.
And this is something I would like to challenge Dr. Murphy. If you people are walking the right path, which we are doing in this journey, 6 hours is more than enough. Don't waste your life sleeping, but only if you're meditating. If you're not meditating, then of course, 8 hours. All right, let's see further.
Number 6. Medical research scholars point out that insomnia precedes psychotic breakdowns. Number 7. You are spiritually recharged during sleep. Adequate sleep is essential for joy and vitality in life. Number 8. Your tired brain craves sleep so hungrily that it will sacrifice anything to get it. Many who have fallen asleep at the wheel of an automobile can testify to this.
Let's turn the page and conclude by another 4 points, 5 points.
Many sleep deprived people have poor memories and lack proper coordination. They become befuddled, confused, and disorientated. Number 10. Sleep brings counsel. Prior to sleep, claim that the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind is guiding and directing you. Then, watch for the lead which comes, perhaps on awakening. Number 11. Trust your subconscious completely. Know that its tendency is always lifeward. Occasionally, your subconscious answers you in a very vivid dream and a vision in the night. You can be forewarned in a dream in the same way as the author of this book was warned. Number 12. Your future is in your mind now, based on your habitual thinking and beliefs. Claiming infinite intelligence leads and guides you, and that all good is yours, and your future will be wonderful. Believe it and accept it. Expect the best, and invariably the best will come to you. Number 13. If you're writing a novel, play, or book, or are working on an invention, speak to your subconscious mind at night and claim boldly that its wisdom, intelligence, and power are guiding, directing, and revealing to you the ideal play, novel, book, or revealing the perfect solution, whatever it may be. Wonders will happen as you pray this way.
So wonders will happen as you pray this way. Wonders will happen if you tune into your subconscious mind. Whatever you want, you will get. All you have to do is claim the infinite intelligence, claim the ideas, and it will guide you. Once the guidance comes, don't procrastinate, don't doubt, believe it, accept it, do it, knowing that only the best is coming to you. Once you're on this journey of your subconscious mind, you're just getting rejuvenated and more empowered. One more request to all of you who really want to become the masters of their life. We've done 13 chapters. I know it's not possible to do 13 chapters, but if in one day you can start analyzing one points of power, so 13 points of power, you will have about 100 to 150 power points. So if you can read them, you'll understand how your subconscious mind is playing. Please remember, it's not something that we're whiling away time, it's something we're investing into our future. So this book is the most important. We finished two-thirds of this book already, one-third is still left. We finish by the second, third April, probably, most likely. All right, let's turn our book into Ikigai and let's find the purpose. So thank you yesterday, Shelly. I loved your Ikigai chart, which you posted with all of us on Facebook. Thank you for inspiring a lot of us because a lot of us keep procrastinating. Up karte hain, tab karte hain, we'll do it tomorrow, or we'll do it. Tomorrow never comes. So it's always in the moment. Even Ikigai, we've done like about less than half the book. So the journey is still there for us. But if you read it like a book, okay, like we're reading like a book, you'll never understand. You have to implement the teachings. So this particular thing, this chart, whether you want to make a four parts in your page or whether you want to make these four circles, you have to work on this. Some people have worked with me already in the evening sessions when we'd begun, but this book needs consistency every single day. So please, please, please get at it. Yesterday we talked about how Steve Jobs answered something. He and 150 cups were made and 12 were sent to him. We were talking about Takumi and we we're talking about perfection. Today we will talk about how Japanese are absolutely simple and so sophisticated. Let's understand that science. Please go for it, dear Mehak.
Sophisticated simplicity. What do Japanese artisans, engineers, Zen philosophy, and cuisine have in common? Simplicity and attention to detail. It is not a lazy simplicity, but a sophisticated one that searches out new frontiers, always taking the object, the body and mind, or the cuisine to the next level according to one's ikigai. As Sikh Zen Mihaly would say, the key is always having a meaningful challenge to overcome in order to maintain flow. The documentary Jiro Dreams of Sushi gives us another example of a takumi, this time in the kitchen. Its protagonist has been making sushi every day for more than 80 years and owns a small sushi restaurant near the Ginza subway station in Tokyo. He and his son go every day to the famous Tsukiji fish market and choose the best fish to bring back to the restaurant. In the documentary, we see one of Jiro's apprentices learning to make tamago, a thin, slightly sweet omelette. No matter how hard he tries, he can't get Jiro's approval. He keeps practicing for years until he finally does.
Let's understand this story more on the next page. Continue.
Why does the apprentice refuse to give up? Doesn't he sorry? Doesn't he get bored cooking eggs every day? No, because making sushi is his ikigai too. Both Jiro and his son are culinary artists. They don't get bored when they cook. They achieve a state of flow. They enjoy themselves completely when they are in the kitchen, and that is their happiness, their ikigai. They have learned to take pleasure in their work to lose their sense of time. Beyond the close relationship between father and son, which helps them keep the challenge going each day, They also work in a quiet, peaceful environment that allows them to concentrate. Even after receiving a 3-star rating from Michelin, they never considered opening other locations or expanding the business. They serve just 10 patrons at a time at the bar of their small restaurant. Jiro's family isn't looking to make money. Instead, they value good working conditions and creating an environment in which they can flow while making the best sushi in the world. Jiro, like Yukio Shakunaga, begins his work at the source. He goes to the fish market to find the best tuna. Shakunaga goes to the mountains to find the best porcelain. When they get down to work, both become one with the object they are creating. This unity with the object that they reach in a state of flow takes on special meaning in Japan, where according to Shintoism, forest, trees, and objects have a kami, spirit or god within them. When
This is also
someone
there in the Indian culture, no? We even in India we say that forest has spirits, trees have life. We also believe in all this. So, and it's also very important for us to analyze and understand what are they talking about. Jiro's family, how Jiro was inspired, and what kept happening. What was his ikigai? Let's understand this more by concluding paragraph.
when someone, whether an artist, an engineer, or a chef, sets out to create something, his or her responsibility is to use nature to give it life, while respecting that nature at every moment. During this process, the artisan becomes one with the object and flows with it. An iron worker would say that metal has a life of its own, just as someone making ceramics would say that the clay does. The Japanese are skilled at bringing nature and technology together, not man versus nature, but rather a union of the two.
So that's a little deep for a lot of you who still haven't found your ikigai. But when you start flowing into life, anything small can also become your ikigai because that's what is making you realize. So, one thing, how you understand your ikigai, whatever you're flowing in without looking at the watch, without looking at things around you, and you're like, I've had a great time. Okay, then now you need to write that down that, oh, I really had a great time. Analyze your mind slowly, steadily, no hurry, please take your time. This book needs thinking and time. It's a very beautiful book. If you go page by page and understand, it may become some very long, it may bounce over your head, but if you start understanding the science, you'll really analyze and enjoy it. Let's read this more story, this more section article.
The purity of Ghibli. There are those who say that the Shinto value of being connected with nature is vanishing. One of the harshest critics of this loss is another artist with a clearly defined ikigai, Hayao Miyazaki, the director of the animated films produced by Studio Ghibli. In nearly all his films, we see humans, technology, fantasy, and nature in a state of conflict, and in the end, coming together. One of the most poignant metaphors in his film, Spirited Away, is an obese spirit covered in trash that represents the pollution of the rivers. In Miyazaki's films, forests have personalities, trees have feelings, and robots befriend birds. Considered a national treasure by the Japanese government, Miyazaki is an artist capable of becoming completely absorbed in his art. He uses a cell phone from the late 1990s and he makes his entire team draw by hand. He directs his films by rendering on paper even the tiniest details, achieving flow by drawing, not by using a computer. Thanks to his obsession on the director's part, Studio Ghibli is one of the only studios in the world where almost the entire production process is carried out using traditional techniques. Those who have visited Studio Ghibli that it is fairly typical on a given Sunday to see a solitary individual tucked away in a corner hard at work, a man in simple clothes who will greet them with an Ohio
Oh,
hello without looking up. Miyazaki is so passionate about his work that he spends many Sundays in the studio, enjoying the state of flow, putting his ikigai above all else. Visitors know that under no circumstances is one to bother Miyazaki, who is known for his quick temper, especially if it's interrupted while drawing. In 2013, Miyazaki announced he was going to retire. To commemorate his retirement, the television station NHK made a documentary showing him in his last days at work. He is drawing in nearly every scene of the film. In one scene, several of his colleagues are seen coming out of a meeting, and there he is, drawing in a corner, paying no attention to them. In another scene, he is shown walking to work on December 30th, a national holiday in Japan, and opening the doors of Studio Ghibli so he can spend the day there, drawing alone. Miyazaki can't stop drawing. The day after his retirement, instead of going on vacation or staying at home, he went to Studio Ghibli and sat down to draw. His colleagues put on their best poker faces, not knowing what to say. 1 year later, he announced he wouldn't make any more feature films, but that he would keep on drawing until the day he died. Can someone really retire if he's passionate about what he does?
Yes, so that's something we all need to understand. Why do you want to retire in life? Why do you have retirement plans? Why can't you live your life till whatever age you can with your life's purpose? Even if I'm one to one, I don't need to retire. I can still be helping people. I can still be doing my own thing. I can still probably do something organic. Why not? If it's my life's purpose, why do I have to retire? Yeah, my pace may become smaller, but why do I have to retire? This beautiful point is something you must think about it. And before we conclude the day's reading, let's also read about recluses. What's the science behind recluses? And Preeti, please remind me to answer for your question. It's not correctly phrased, what you've written down. Recluses. Please understand recluses.
The recluses. It is not only the Japanese who have this capacity. There are artists and scientists all over the world with strong, clear ikigais. They do what they love until their dying day. The last thing Einstein wrote before closing his eyes forever was a formula that attempted to unite all the forces of the universe in a single theory. When he died, he was still doing what he loved. If he hadn't been a physicist, he said, he would be hap- he would have been happy as a musician. When he wasn't focused on physics or mathematics, he enjoyed playing the violin. Reaching a state of flow while working on his formulas or playing music, his two ikigais brought him endless pleasure. Many such artists might seem misanthropic or reclusive, but what they are really doing is protecting the time that brings them happiness, sometimes at the expense of other aspects of their lives. They're outliers who apply the principles of flow to their lives to an extreme. Another example of this kind of artist is the novelist Haruki Murakami. He sees only a close circle of friends and appears in public in Japan only once every few years. Artists know how important it is to protect their space, control their environment, and be free of distractions if they want to flow with their ikigai.
So, not only artists, even we know how to flow when we have an ikigai. Simply switch off your social media. That's very distracting. Simply go in a place where you just can flow from one to another. When there are less distractions, you're able to enjoy, you're able to attain the flow, and you can protect your space of your thinking, of your creation, of whatever you want by simply controlling your environment. And the most important thing right now to start with step A is switch off the social media. Your phones can be on. It's all right. You want to put them on a vibration mode? Okay. You want to send an automatic message, like a remind, like, the minute somebody calls, the message will go through, I'm busy, will call back if urgent, call on the landline. So, yeah, that is something you can already do. That will help you to take your mind off ki something is urgent, somebody had to call me. Now what? Keep your landline also handy. People barely call on landline. This is how you have a flow. This is how we talk about it. Tomorrow we will talk about microflowing and how to enjoy mundane tasks. Today we'll conclude this beautiful book at this note. And thank you so much for reading so wonderfully for us. You were really amazing, Mehak, and thank you for volunteering. I need a new volunteer. And I think Poonam Agarwal has never read for us. Poonam, you've never read for us, right? All right. Today I'm going to make you read my heart thought. Ritesh sir, let's have the heart thought. And Preeti, so I'll tell you one thing, darling. Please remember, when we restrict our minds from doing anything, not to eat and not to do anything, that is not the right way to see. When you tell your mind that I will eat the right thing and I will stick to that line, my subconscious mind will unite with me. Saying not doesn't work. Universe does not know the no language. So if you're saying don't eat this, you will, what will the universe and the subconscious mind say? Eat this. So please remember, when you tell your subconscious mind something that, okay, let's eat this, let's do this, yes, focus on what you want, that will expand. So if you're focusing on not doing something, that not doing will expand. Puna, for you, there's a long chapter, huh? So, all
Uh,
right, let me
it's okay.
explain this. Yeah, let me explain this. Today, we'll talk about limitations. Now, we all are in a world where we have made ourselves limited. Even for manifestation, I spoke about limitations and we talked about having enhancing beliefs. So, now let's read about limitations. I'm going to take it in my narrative. If we have been a very negative person who criticizes ourselves and everyone else and sees life through very negative eyes, then it's going to take time for us to start turning around and becoming loving. We need to be patient with ourselves. Don't get angry with ourselves because we are not doing it fast enough. So please remember, whoever is blaming somebody else is saying, ये तो ऐसा ही है, that's how he'll do it. That means you're a critic. That means you're blaming the person for something wrong. You're criticizing the person. You are coming from a negative feeling zone. You need to start becoming patient with yourself. You need to start forgiving yourself that I've stopped judging and I'm thankful. And tell yourself that I've stopped judging. Don't get angry. Please don't get angry. If I want some things to be like this, but the person has done something like this, please understand that's his way of functioning. If it's harmful for you, obviously move away. If it's not, understand people. Acceptance is very, very important. Today's beautiful heart thought is, I declare
Declare
richness and
richness.
fullness for my life. Now, please go for it, Poonam.
I declare richness and fullness for my life. I now choose to move away from the limiting beliefs that have been denying me the benefits I so desire. I declare that every negative thought pattern in my consciousness is now being cleared out, erased, and let go. My consciousness is now being filled with cheerful, positive, loving thought patterns that contribute to my health, wealth, and loving relationships. I now release all release all negative thought patterns that have contributed to fear of loss, fear of the dark, fear of being harmed, fear of poverty, pain, loneliness, self abuse of any sort, feeling not good enough, burdens or losses of any sort, and any other nonsense that may be lingering in some dark corner of my consciousness. I am now free to allow and accept the good to manifest in my life. I now declare for myself the richness and fullness of life in all its profuse abundance. Love lavishly flowing, prosperity abounding, health vital and vibrant, creativity ever new and fresh, and peace all surrounding. All this I deserve and am now willing to accept and have on a permanent basis. I am a co creator with the one infinite allness of life, and therefore the totality of possibilities lie before me, and I rejoice that this is so, and so it is.
Thank
So it
you.
is.
You were
Thank you.
fantastic, Poonam. I wonder why you don't graduate yourself to a full-time reader. You're amazing.
Thank you,
Some
ma'am.
people, flow in late in life, like Mehak came up much later, but there she is amazing twice. She's done it for us. We're looking forward to you volunteering soon. Thank you, thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So now, when you talk about this beautiful affirmation which says, I declare richness and fullness for my life, what are we declaring? My life is full, my life is rich, and not only in finances, it's rich and full in every aspect of my being. Let's understand that, okay, this beautiful last line is amazing. Let me repeat that for all of us to understand. I am a co creator with the one infinite allness of life. There's definitely one, right? Everything is one. There's one thing, there's oneness. One infinite allness is also of life is also equal to oneness of life. I am a creator with the oneness of life, and therefore totality of possibilities lie before me. And I rejoice that this is so, and so it is. Who's stopping you? You want to become a mother? It's so easy. You want to become pregnant? It's so easy. Just tell yourself, I'm pregnant. I'm loving my baby. Think of baby as the end result. You're cooing her or him. You're playing with him, changing the nappies. You'll become like a mother very soon. Pregnancy will happen like this. But right now you're fearing. Okay, what happens? Will I get pregnant or not? You're anxious. You're worrying. You fear. The minute you drop that off and you just enjoy life, oh, I'm loving it, even the sperms will stay in you. You will become pregnant so easily. So easy to become pregnant. You want to lose weight? How easy. Start loving yourself. Start accepting who you are for the person you are. Stop judging people. Weight will go off like this. You want to get a new job? So easy. Start loving the present job. Start counting the blessings of the present job, and magic will come your way. What next thing will come in life? You want to have a better spouse? No, I'm not. I hope. I mean, I don't know if anyone's a divorcee here, but there are people who move on. It's okay. So for people who have moved on, or people who are moving on, or people who are finding a new relationship, for them, you don't have a good relationship right now. Okay, fine. Maybe you had an ex-husband. Maybe you had an ex-partner. Maybe you had an ex-boyfriend. Whoever. Start counting the goodness which he or she gave in your life. Start counting those blessings, and you'll attract abundance in your next relationship. So, guys, life is very beautiful. If you drop your fears, you drop your inhibitions, you drop anything which is slowing down your journey, and you start looking at only the goodness, you are going to accept everything that's coming your way. And one more thing, you have to tell yourself, I am now free to allow and accept the good to manifest in my life. Please underline that line, it's there in the Power of Heart Thoughts. If you tell yourself, now I'm free to manifest whatever I want, whatever richness, whatever. And why does Linda Goodman, I'm saying, uh, why does Louis Hay say richness and fullness? Because now what happened? I wanted to feel the problems in my body. That's something that I wanted to feel, because I said, what can I teach if I don't know these problems? They were not for my good. That's what I think, right? But my body, my subconscious mind knew, okay, let her feel the weight, let her feel the problems, then she'll be a better person. So that's for my goodness and richness. That's why it came to me. It's very important to thank your subconscious mind, to thank everyone about this. It's really, really, really beautiful. Thank you so much for joining this session. We'll now move on to our meditation. And if any questions, we can discuss them today. I'm very much home, not going to the factory, chilling at home. So, yes, we can answer. And let's settle down, get comfortable in our places, make ourselves more comfortable. Our back straight, our feet firmly placed on the ground or crossed legs. Our eyes closed, a smile on our faces, and let's enjoy our meditation by taking 3 deep breaths. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Once more, inhale, hold, and exhale. The last time for this morning, inhale. Hold. And exhale. Life is magical. Life is enlightening. Life is beautiful. And we are the co-creators of our lives. We create our life in harmony, in unison with our SM channel, with our subconscious mind. When we want something, when we feel something, our mind thinks a thought, our heart helps us to see the vision and feel the feeling. When we impress this unison into our subconscious mind, the divine power of the three ensures that our dreams are manifested. Whatever we want, we manifest. Let's start manifesting for our goodness, for our fullness, knowing that only the right thought, the right answer, the right vision, the right hunch, the right feeling is coming our way. And whenever we have this feeling, let's follow it. This way, we're adding muscle to our power of subconscious mind. Let's always be grateful in advance for all the questions we've answered, knowing that the answers are coming our way, believing that we will have the best solution. And once it comes to fruition, let's not forget to thank our universe, our subconscious mind, and all the divinities and angels and guardians. This way, we're thanking every possible person. Let's also tell our minds to remind us to be grateful towards somebody if we forget. Let's all embrace an attitude of gratitude. Let's all slowly walk the path of finding our life's purpose, our ikigai. Let's understand we are people in progress. Let's understand our body needs detoxification. Liver, lungs, stomach. Let's detox all negative emotions, negative feelings, negativity from our body. Let's detox from all toxins that accumulate in our body. Remember, 11 months is all it takes to have a new body. So no matter how much you have abused your body with food, with emotions, you are a person in progress. Today could be the first day of your life to reinvent yourself. If it is so, please take your weight and please take your picture and see yourself 11 months from now. If you walk the right path, detoxing yourself through mind, body, and spirit, you realize you emerge a stronger person, a better human being, and a much more richer soul. Because that is our intention, an integrated program to transform our lives, not just for now, but for a full life ahead. And if we become in the spiritual realm, for lives ahead. Whatever we're empowering ourselves with will come to practice not only now but in future. So please give yourselves enlightenment. Please give ourselves time. Please give ourselves patience and ultimately reap the results of your seeds that you've sown. Because that's how beautiful life is. It's wholesome, fulsome, and complete. And so it is. So it is. So it is. Let's bend our heads in gratitude towards Mother Earth. Dear Mother Earth, I don't know how to thank you every morning with something new. But I just want to say again and again and again, dear planet Earth, you are such a giver. You give us vital oxygen. You give us the vital flow. You give us water. You give us food, and I am trying to inch closer in eating exactly what you grow. I'm trying to stay away from processed food. I'm trying to go back to the grassroots levels, dear Mother Earth, from your grass, from your roots, what's coming. Because I know that whatever is grown, it will help me grow as a person. Whatever is processed will help me process, but will take time. Thank you, dear Mother Earth, for always being a giver. And once again, a huge thank you for allowing all the toxins, all the negativity to flow from my body with the white light from top to the bottom, and through my finger and toe fingernails, every single thing comes out through my soles of my feet. It all comes out, and you beautifully take that in, and that's never to be found again. Isn't that beautiful, Mother Earth? I really can't stop thanking and admiring your giving nature. I am so blessed to be rooted to you. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Now, with a smile, let's look at our life with closed eyes and feel grateful for whatever we've been blessed with. Whatever negativity came in our life, relationships came in our life, they were there to teach us something. And now, in our beautiful study, we've accepted them. We've forgiven them, or we are forgiving them, forgiving ourselves. We're thanking our life, our people, ourselves. We're apologizing so easily, so easily. It's unbelievable. And we're starting to love ourselves. Thanks to our beautiful coaches, our Louis Hay and our Rhonda Paul, Dr. Joseph Murphy. So many of them are working on us. Aren't we so blessed? Really. Thank you, dear life, for this beautiful sun. We don't judge each other. We share whatever comes in our mind. And the best is our sun radiates energy. Let's transfer this energy to archive it on social media. Dear God, dear brain, dear life, empower us to express publicly, openly. Maybe start expressing our learning, maybe on our normal Facebook pages. Because if we express, if we share, we care. Maybe start becoming so expressive, not wondering who will judge us. Because we don't judge, we won't get judged. And now, let's look up at the universe. Open your hands of gratitude, abundance, hug our universe. Dear universe, thank you for having our backs. Thank you for loving us, blessing us. Dear cosmos, you're truly divine. I love you. Thank you for being there for me. Dear divinities, angels and guardians, thank you for showering us with your love, guidance, attention, and affection, and paving our path for us, guiding us through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hands next to our heart, folded. Let's thank our heart right now, because our heart and our brain is helping us evolve. So, dear union of the two, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's rub our hands if you want to get energy. If you have energy without rubbing, don't rub them. Whatever you feel, let's rub. Let's scan our head, subconscious, conscious mind, our brain, our forehead, our eyebrows, our eyelashes, our eyes, our jawline, our cheeks, our nose, our chin, our lower mouth area, our upper mouth area, upper chin, teeth, tongue, lips, our neck area, our foot pipe, our shoulders, our biceps, our elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers, thumb, nails, upper back, massage it, middle back, massage it, lower back, spinal cord, thank you, our hips, our lungs, our heart, feel it beat, thank it, Touch our liver, thank it. Touch our stomach, thank it. Touch our intestines, our gallbladders, our kidneys, our uterus, our sexual organs, excretory organs, our thighs, upper and lower, our knees, our calves, front and back, our ankle, our toe fingers, nails, and come back up to the hearts next to your heart. Dear body, thank you to my trillions of cells in my body, to my bones, tissues, muscles, and fiber, to my blood circulation system. Thank you, dear skin. Thank you for the gift of health. I'm truly blessed with your unconditional support. And now, with a smile on your faces and with a feeling of warmth, love, abundance, energize your palms with love from your heart and showcase it with a golden glow onto your foreheads, your Sangha Mitras. May everyone's life be blessed. And so it is. Poonam, blessings, Pratima ji. I think I can't see. Shilpa, Rajni ji, Mehak, Neha, Mudita, Sneha, Rima, Shalu, Preeti, Richa, Shweta, Kiran, Meenakshi, Alona and Shailesh, Archana, Archana again, Shraddhaya, Ayushi, Prabhuji, Dipali, Drupal, Payal, Kavita, Ashima, Neelam, Nitika, Reena, Anika, Sudha, Sapna, Radhika, and Sherry. Thank you for switching on your cameras and thank you for blessing us all. Truly grateful for this magical session. And to everyone who's logged on and cameras are off, love, light, and blessings your way also. Thank you so much for coming this morning. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Really, you're an angel. You've fixed your timings at 5 o'clock in the morning for us. Truly grateful. Thank you, Sanjay sir, for the assignments that you make every morning, for the MIS that you take out, Ritesh sir, and to Amrita for sharing. Thank you, Shweta, for your unconditional support and teamwork. And I'm very happy that we are progressing and we are helping each other grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If anybody has any doubts, we can really ask each other. You want to log off and call me later, even that's fine. Let me know. I'll be there for you because today is a free day. And if anybody wishes to share something, please raise your hand. We can share. It's wonderful to have sharings because you empower others with your life learnings, your experiences, your sharings, because they are very, very magical. And yes, very soon we'll start talking about your dreams. I've been actually compiling them together in one list to kind of make them common. So I've been working on those. We'll come to that very soon. So I'll be a little busy until Tuesday because we have a certification ceremony. We graduate after 9 months of being with Rahul sir. Super excited to meet your batchmates. They're coming from all over the country, maybe internationally as well. So they're coming in my city, Delhi. So I'm the convener and I'm hosting. I'm organizing the final party. So there are a lot of planning happening. So a little busy with that, but very much here. So any questions? Please let me know. I think no questions. I don't see them, or do I? All right. A request, Prachi, kindly reduce the volume of the meditation music. There are times when we need to strain our ears to hear. Absolutely, will do. Even I thought so today, Mehak, but thank you for pointing out. I'll do that from tomorrow. Okay. You don't have to thank me so much, but if you thank me, Poonam, I'm happy to have the thanks. We're all in this together as a team, so it's not something which. Okay, so I don't think I missed anything. I've seen everything. All right. Okay, great. So, all right, everyone, no questions, no answers, which means I'm so happy that all of us are probably asking our subconscious minds. Probably that's the reason why we don't have questions. And that's such a wonderful feeling. Remember the first month I said, it's too soon in the day to ask questions. And just see after a month, you all start getting your answers. I'm really happy as a person, as a coach, as a co-seeker that we are getting empowered. And thank you for your sharings. I'm loving sharings on Facebook. I'm loving sharings on the WhatsApp group. Truly magical. And I can see one thing, I don't know if I should be saying it, but Radhika and Mehak have cut their hair short and they've lost age. So, girls, you've gone back to looking much younger. So, yeah, more power to all of us looking younger, feeling younger, aging beautifully, and actually reverse aging. Believe me, reverse aging is possible. Today, if you look at, say, I'm 43 almost, I look at myself 43. Very soon, if I want, I can look 32, 34 as well. Because all 11 months it takes just to make our body again. It took me just 2 months to put on 10 kilos. How wonderful. Isn't it amazing? Whatever you want, you get. I wanted to feel something, I got it so easily. So life's beautiful. Let's start realizing that life is really lovely and let's start believing in it. And one thing more, I know some of you are suffering with relationships. Girls and boys, I can tell you something. It's only you are who's suffering, nobody else is. Relationships are beautiful. They've come to us for a reason. We have chosen them as a soul. Don't judge them. Your co sisters, your sister in laws, your mother in laws, maybe your own siblings, maybe your loved ones, they've come to your life for a reason. Even if you're going through a tough path, it's for a reason. Like if I say, my mom, Gigi, Vanshri, me, we came together, Nanima, five women suffered Rishi's loss. It's just for a reason that five of us together are, suffering through that loss. It's for a reason that, our three husbands, like we have three sisters, our husbands, and our five girls, our daughters, they're going through this with us. We've all chosen this journey. Now we can't think, why did this happen? That's the way to happen. Life moves on. Tomorrow it's going to be 3 years since this boy left us. And now, of course, it really hits you 34 when he went. I was telling somebody, I'll be 43, but Rishi is going to be always 34. He's never going to age. Isn't he lucky to be always that young? Even when I become 1 to 1 years, Rishi will always be 34. Though I know that he's going to come back to me as my grandson or my grandchild or my granddaughter. He will. I know it because I'm so in energy with him. But so what? Life gives you shit. Somebody's gone through physical abuse, somebody's gone through mental abuse. Let's understand this was part of our journey. That's why I make you go, thank your life fully. Because if we've gone through something, we had chosen that pain. Some of us have gone through losing our sons, our children. Somebody have lost our husbands, our spouses. We have gone through this. Some one of us have lost our parents, who we love very dearly. We've gone through this for a reason. So don't judge. We should learn from them. And I'm telling you something, your loved ones are always there in the spiritual realm. Today you want their energy. Like for example, Shraddha said, I always cry when I think of Rishi. So if she wants to call him, though she's never met him, but if she wants to call his energy and say, Rishi, I think I need this guidance, she'll get it because that's how pure souls are. So please remember, it's in our hands to make our lives wonderful, thoughtful, however we want them to make. And I can tell you, I'm very, very, very sure not one person will be left in the sun who will not be transformed. You may not have 100%, 180-degree transformation, but you will have at least 100 degree. Because these beautiful books are helping us every day to wake up in the hour of gratitude, in the hour of creation with something new. And even if you don't do our homework, this hour of creation will help us learn these sciences. So I'm very thankful to Anchal and to Ashima, who just reminded me to make this a 5 o'clock program. And I didn't mention in the beginning, and it came organically. I didn't even have to tell you. Two of you told me. So thank you so much. Firstly, Ashima, because in the beginning of the course she said, but Brahmanot hours will change. Will this session timing change? I said, okay, I can't say Abhi say. We'll see then. And to Anshul to bring it back for us. So thank you. Oh, it's Aminakshi's birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, tell us it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Meenakshi. Where are you? I can't spot you. Okay, her camera is off. I can't even spotlight you, Nakshi, but have a fantastic birthday. And do share with us your day, how it goes about. And of course, I'll send some goodies your way, virtual goodies. All right. Take care, everyone. Love, light, and blessings. And I'm happy to see that Preeti, things are happening with you. You're observing about it. I'm happy to see. Okay, even with me restricting things is happening. Actually, I'm thinking marriage will go off my freedom. Yeah, so you're thinking about that, right? That's why it's not happening. If you start thinking that my counterpart is going to be the most amazing blessing and will probably I'll live a life like Prachi ma'am. Okay, talk about me because when I got married, I think my windows and doors opened even more. They were anyways wide, they became wider. So Prashant and Papa here Mama here allowed me to do everything in the world. So who tells you that marriage is stoppable? That's just society which says no. So it's just, if you want to become unstoppable, you can simply ask for it, yeah. So don't give yourself negative, limiting energy. Give yourself the right energy. Observe yourself. Give it great thing. Meenakshi, happy 38th. We shall see you very soon. All right, everyone. Take care. Love, light, and abundance. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Ritesh sir, thank you once again.